Welcome to Coming Home to Yourself, the podcast for high achieving women ready to lead from within. I'm Yagoda, and here we dive into real conversations about confidence, clarity, and emotional freedom. Each week, I'll share honest stories, gentle insights, and soul deep shifts to help you reconnect with the woman beneath the roles. This is your space to slow down, breathe, and exhale, to stop performing strength and start living your truth, to remember who you are beneath it all. Let's begin. What part of your life feels foggy and directionless right now? You're smart, you're capable, but you're stuck because you're waiting for the whole map before you take the first step. Let me tell you something. I had to learn the hard way. The unknown is not empty, it's sacred. It's where transformation brews. I'm Yagara, and you're listening to Coming Home to Yourself. This episode is for the woman who feels lost, in transition, or terrified of making the wrong move. We're going to talk about how to find safety, direction, and firm self trust, even when clarity isn't there, so you can walk through the unknown with grounded confidence instead of fear. As high achieving women, we are taught that safety comes from certainty. We use our brilliant minds, our shovels, our spreadsheets, our strategies to create order. And for a while it works, until it doesn't. Life moves like water, unpredictable, alive, changing shape before we can grasp it. And when we hit a life transition, a career change, a relationship shift, a new phase of motherhood, that illusion of control cracks. And suddenly we're left standing in the unknown, panicking, thinking, if I don't have the answers, am I safe? But here's what I want you to hear. Your paralysis isn't weakness. It's a symptom of believing that safety requires certainty. And today we're unlearning that. I've lived through many seasons of the unknown, leaving the structured high pressure world of anti corruption work, stepping into the public spotlight on the HR Commission, and later starting this coaching business from scratch. Each one felt like jumping without a parachute. No guarantees, no clarity, just a pull. Something quiet inside saying, go there. At first, I fought it. I tried to plan everything, to predict every outcome. But the moment I surrender, the moment I stopped forcing clarity and started listening, I realized something. I was never truly lost. I was just being rerouted by a deeper intelligence, one that knew far more than my thinking mind ever could. The biggest risk is not making the wrong move, it's staying paralyzed, making no move at all. That quiet pull is the first principle, mind, the universal intelligence behind life. You don't tell your heart to beat or your lungs to breathe. That same intelligence is also guiding your next step, even when you can't see where it leads. The second principle, thought, helped me see why the unknown felt so terrifying. And it wasn't the situation itself, it was my thinking about it. The fog wasn't alive, it was the cloud of thought. It was saying, what if I fail? What if I choose wrong? Every fearful scenario was a story, a movie playing in my mind. Every time I believed that fearful story, I felt small, unsafe, powerless. If this is landing for you, hit that subscribe button so we can keep having these conversations together. And if Salma's face came to mind while you were listening, send it her way. She might need it more than you know. But when I remember that those thoughts were just thoughts, temporary, passing like clouds, the fog lifted. Not because life changed, but because I did. And then came the third principle, consciousness. The awareness that allows us to notice both the fog and the light shining through it. You can't always clear every cloud, but you can remember you're not the fog. You're the sky that holds it. And this leads us to the big idea that reframes the entire journey. A seed doesn't grow in sunlight alone, it begins in darkness. That darkness isn't punishment, it's protection. It's where new life brews quietly beneath the surface. The same is true for you. Your unknown season is not a void, it's soil, it's preparation. Something sacred is rooting inside you that cannot grow in constant certainty. So instead of fighting to escape the unknown, what if you enter it with reverence, with curiosity, with trust? Now let's turn inward for a moment of reflection. These questions aren't meant to solve your life, they are meant to open it. What area of your life feels foggy or directionless right now? What are you afraid might happen if you make the wrong move? What truth do I already know, even if I don't know the whole picture? This connects you to your inner compass. And what's one choice you're resisting and why? What would change if you trusted the next step, not the whole map? The unknown isn't an obstacle to overcome. It's the space where wisdom does its quietest work. You're not supposed to know every answer in advance. You're meant to walk in partnership with life, step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. And when you stop demanding certainty, you start hearing guidance. Here's a simple practice you can try this week. I call it trust the step. Each morning before your day begins, pause for 1 minute. Put one hand on your chest and on your stomach and say softly, I'm guided. I don't need to know everything right now. Then ask yourself, what's my next right step just for today? Not the 10-year plan, just one step. That's how you build self trust in motion, not in certainty. And when you feel that uncertainty, gently roll your shoulder back. Breathe and put your feet firmly on the ground. Walk, breathe, and trust. A seed doesn't grow in sunlight alone. It begins in darkness. The same is true for you. You're not lost. You are growing in ways your mind cannot yet comprehend. The unknown is not a punishment, it's the initiation. And if you can learn to meet it with open hands instead of clenched fists, you'll find that every uncertain path eventually leads you home. Just imagine if for 1 week you measured your worth by how present you feel, not about how you compare or how certain you are. Thank you for being here with me today. And until the next time, be gentle with yourself. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Thanks for listening to Coming Home to Yourself. If this episode spoke to you, take a moment to subscribe and share it with one woman who needs it. And if you're ready to go deeper, come find me on Instagram or Facebook, because this isn't just a podcast, it's a return to your body, to your breath, to your heart, to your own voice. Your story matters. You matter. See you next time.